What up? 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 What up?
What up, though?
What's happening, folks? We are here live. Episode 87, I.O.W. Sports. It's your boy Walcomar in the building. I'm at the crib. You know who that guy is. Detroit Mel, the man with the grand master plan for the I.O.W. network.
It be me.
Doing? It be me. How you doing, big bruh?
Doing good, man. I got it.
NFL, huh? Okay. No, no, but I hope everybody's having a fantastic Thursday. One more day till we got to hit the weekend, baby.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, let's get the preliminary shit out the way before we start getting off into tangents and rabbit holes. Before we even get to our NFL pick'ems,
like all kinds of holes, rabbit holes, scandalous holes, big booty holes, all kinds of holes.
See him pulling them out. You see him pulling them out. See, that's what I'm talking about. That rabbit hole right there. Anyway, y'all go over to the website www.IoftenWonder.com, and that is the website where you can find all the information of every last platform that we are associated with on social media. Of course, if you're feeling real charitable, go ahead, drop some little coins in the plate on that little Patreon you did.
Chain.
Yep. The I.O.W. network also has a Patreon. You can drop some nuggets in there as well. Go down, cop the merch. You know, you see Detroit Mel with the I.O.W. hoodie. You know, I'm rocking the shirt. We both rocking the Go ahead, cop your I.O.W. merch, the bird. You feel me? The I Often Wonder podcast merch is there as well. And then, of course, you can always look fresh at some J. Edwin collection as well.
All right.
Most importantly, y'all going over to your respective app stores. If you are a Google Android user, going over to the Google Play Store, Apple iOS users going over to the Apple Store, go download the I.O.W. Network app. It's up, it's popping. We got a lot of great content on there, various podcasts, various artists, mainstream and independent. So I'm telling you, go check it out. Got a lot of stuff for everybody. And you might, you know, if you pay attention to another, you know, podcast or you know, you might discover something new. I'm telling you, it's dope. But anyway, let's get down to business of what we came to do. We came to get everybody pumped, hyped. Week 2, NFL.
Niggas for life.
The National Football League. Not the Detroit version, bro. Chill out. You know, of course, we got the NFL pick'em, and I'm surprised we didn't have a lot of entries into winning the championship belt, the official I.O.W. football pick'em belt. I keep looking at the status of that thing because I'm like, I didn't got my money now. I come on, pay.
Got my money.
Yeah. Well, because I did the split forward, boy. That damn split forward shit comes in handy when you can split that shit up in 4 payments instead of, you know, they don't charge you no interest. And I'd be like, yeah. I'd be loving PayPal for that shit. But yeah, split that bitch. I'm serious. We got the championship belt. It's on the way. It's gonna get here. And I'm telling you, it's gonna get awarded to either myself. I might be the 2-time champ. You feel me? Or Mel might take it. Or we got the whole Shine family is in the pool. Yeah, the whole fam. But after week 1, of course, Nick Shine, he's in first place, 9-7. Detroit Mel, Sophia Shine, and Lil Nick Jr. all second place with 8-8, and then I brought up the weird 7-9. But it's all good. It's only week 1. A long season. A lot of left to change some things, some positioning for that belt. I'm trying to repeat. I don't care what y'all talking about. I'm trying to repeat. But no, let's get down to it. Of course, while we take I got the whole Sean family picks, but once we kind of talk about how we see this game going and then finish off, give you a little take and finish off of who you think gonna win. It's starting off tonight. New York Giants, Washington football team down in nation's capital tonight. Big bruh, how you see this thing rocking tonight?
I don't know. I got Taylor Heineke quarterback in there. Washington defense. I'm going with the Giants.
You going Giants?
Yep.
Man, that's a crazy limb to be jumping on. I gotta hear this explanation for this one.
Nigga, I'm like Tina Marie, nigga. Out on a limb. I don't know, man. I just feel like the Giants got to crack one open. I just think they gonna surprise some people. That's my surprise pick for the week.
That's your surprise pick.
Yeah.
Oh.
I figured the rest of y'all
gonna take Scott?
What up, Scott? The rest of y'all gonna take the Redskins anyway, so I figure I gotta figure out how to get this lead, nigga.
Well, I feel you, and I'm a roll with Washington only because check this out. Here's my thing. As much as the Jets were questioning Sam Darnold, his turnovers, and eventually, of course, they make the move. They move off of him.
Mm.
I think the Giants need to start thinking the same way because we're having the same conversation about him since he started in as a rookie. Mm-hmm. He's a turnover guy. As much as you talked, as the media has talked about Sam Darnold's turnovers when he played, you got to start looking at the same way Danny Dimes. There were times where the Giants actually were moving the ball and was in that game, and then turnovers from specifically him. You got to start at least thinking, like kicking the wheels. Like, look, if we can find like a A1 talent and at a good part of the first round, man, we at least got to think about it.
Oh yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't disagree with you. I just got to try to find a way to take the lead.
Oh, you only worried about. I'm asking you to be an analyst. You worried about being the victor. Okay, fair enough.
Man, this is a toss-up game, man. I mean, no, honestly, on paper, it look like the Redskins will probably win. Better defense. What up, Domel?
Thug life,
baby.
What's happening, man?
That thug life patted on my chest. Like, I would say the defense is better.
Oh my gosh, this guy!
I don't know about the quarterback.
This guy over here.
Come on, man.
Asking for a friend. you know good and damn well the damn Ravens gave that game up more than once. I don't know what the hell they was thinking.
Fast X on the line.
I have no idea what the hell they was thinking. That defensive scheme. You let Derek Carr just torch y'all, and you did nothing to change your defense. That made no damn sense.
They can't punch without Peters.
Yeah, but here's my thing. They were without Marcus Peters. They was without Jimmy Smith, their top two starters on their defensive back, and you still kept trying to play press coverage. Like, and then pretty much the only guy that can cover with somebody was Marlon Humphrey, but he can't cover everybody. So
they should have just went to zone coverage.
That I said the same thing.
They should have went to zone coverage. That way you can optimize your chances on defense, and where your holes at, you can use your stronger person on defense to fill in some of the holes on double teams and stuff like that. Blanket coverage, only bring the safeties in, help on the receivers, stuff like that. I mean, without you having your two best starters, zone defense is the best defense to play.
I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna save it to when we get down to that pick on Sunday night. But I look, when it comes to Washington, Tyler Heineke didn't look terrible.
No, he didn't.
If you look at his stats, he went like 11 for 15, like a
Mhm.
buck something, and a touchdown. So I do think he'll start getting chemistry with that offense because I know this is probably like one of those weird little attributes about football when you look like they rallied around him in that playoff game, even though they lost.
Mhm.
And then maybe they kind of felt like, I mean, I get bringing Fitzmagic in, but I was looking forward to rocking with Heineke. And I'm not saying the guys are damn going to be, damn time fucking Brady, but it's one of those weird things with football where it brings that little certain morale to the huddle, to the locker room,
Right.
and a person that you rally. I don't know. I can't explain it. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those little mystical parts of football. Some of that weird shit. Eh, and Washington, look, I don't think they go on to. So I'm rocking with Washington on that. Next up, we got the Cincinnati Bengals traveling to the Chicago Bears.
That's gonna be a tough one. I'm going
I,
Chicago though.
this is actually a weird one to
What
judge.
up, though, Stone?
What's happening, Ken? Yeah, you in here all the way from the NYC, from the tippy top NYC. What's up with you, Kenneth? That's the homie. He goes by the Kofi Weaston, one half of the Dirty Hills podcast. You
Right,
can
right.
always check them out every Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. During, of course, go show them some love on their YouTube page, Dirty Hills.
All right.
They got a YouTube page. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Of course, like, share, and subscribe, share and comment on our I.O.W. Don't forget, hit that little bell. Come
Yep,
on, hop
yep.
on in, comment,
All right.
share. You do all that anyway. So you going Chicago?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Chicago. I think the defense of Chicago is gonna be the deciding factor of this game. And they can put pressure on Burrow. I think they might give him, we can little havoc on them.
I'm kind of leaning that way too. It's like I know they're going to give him hell.
And then that I think Justin Fields is gonna be that wild card. They switch him in a couple plays. That might throw Cincinnati for a loop.
Well, here's my thing. They barely beat Minnesota last week. And I think Chicago's a better team than Minnesota because it wasn't like the Rams blew the Bears away that Sunday night.
Not
I
to the
think,
end.
yeah,
At the
and that's what I'm
beginning,
saying.
they didn't, because the Bears marched down into their
Yeah,
territory almost every time they got the ball.
no, David Montgomery got off the
Yeah,
running back.
he
He got
did.
off.
Mm-hmm.
So if I think they'll be able to run on the Cincinnati defense.
Right.
And honestly, Dalvin Cook was starting to cook, but he fumbled a couple of times. He fumbled twice, if I remember correctly, because I was kind of peeping in on that game because I had Adam Thielen on my fantasy, so I was like peeping in on it. But anyway, yeah, so I think he fumbled a couple of times, and it was like he's like 8-9 yards down the field, so it wasn't like it was behind the line of scrimmage. So why not David Montgomery? I think Chicago's just a slightly better team than Minnesota.
I
So
agree.
yeah, I'm a rock with the Bears. I think Khalil Mack, this might be the game that he gets off.
Yeah.
I think this might be a Khalil Mack game because I'm not so sure about that O-line for Cincinnati yet.
Shoot. I don't think Cincinnati's sure about that O-line.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and no disrespect to Daniil Hunter or any other the pass rushers on Minnesota, but y'all ain't Khalil Mack.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And here's my thing. I know Khalil Mack, it kind of seems like he's kind of faded away, but I don't think that's the case. It's just that, they still know what he can do. So you just don't leave him on the island and have him blow up your offensive game plan.
Right.
I think if you do that, you're still asking for him to just wreck your whole offensive game plan. but he's in the same conference as 9-9 out there in Los Angeles. That's
Right.
I mean, he's probably going to get Defensive Player of the Year until he decides to hang him up.
Right.
I mean, he's in like what they say, anomaly. That's what he is. Aaron, there's nothing like Aaron Donald. I'm sorry.
Right.
Ain't nothing like him. But anyway, we'll get to them a little later on. They're a couple of games down. But next up, you got the Houston Texans traveling to Cleveland to face the Browns. No OBJ.
I'm taking Cleveland.
No OBJ.
They'll be all right. I'm taking Cleveland.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be all right. It's so funny how
funny pick Cleveland for a game.
It is, but here's the crazy thing, because you've been saying it for the longest, even halfway through last year, after the injury. You was like, they should go ahead and trade him. And it's funny how that's been popping up lately all over, people making those takes here and there. And
once
I'm
again,
like,
they need to
Sis, they need to send the check, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Send the check.
Send the check, nigga. I'm telling y'all what to do for it's time to do it.
I mean, it's funny because once you said it, it made sense at that time.
I mean, go ahead.
No, I'm saying, and then it just keeps, the proof is on the TV. You see, what's the point of holding on to him?
That's what I'm saying. I think my thing is like this. Everybody get on the Patriots, how they run an organization, but you got to think about this is a business. Above everything else, it's a business, so you can't get all emotional attached to things. You got to run it like a business. Yeah. So, business sense, you look at what I have as a team. Is Odell Beckham a great player? Yes, but at the same time, without Odell Beckham, we show we can win. So,
numerous times.
So why should I hold on to something that other people will find value in, and I can get something for it?
Bingo! That word right there that you just said, I think is what is the main point when it comes to talking about this situation. Value, because you're showing numerous times that you can win football games, and you show numerous times that you can play with some of the elite teams. And I'll kind of touch on that in a second because I think there's a catch-22 to that. Okay. But you've shown that you can, compete with the elite teams and get numerous wins in the regular season. But it's no secret. The offense starts and it should end with Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb. Let's get that out the way.
Right.
So it gets Baker in his groove where, call it what you want, it, game management or just a fall in the game plan, whatever, for him to make certain.
He says, sounds like a Toronto Raptor take. We were winning before Kawhi,
so we don't
need him. But what did they win?
That's fair. I can see that comparison.
Though. It's not the same situation.
No. But I'm saying I can see the comparison. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to OBJ, they weren't winning anything before him. They haven't won anything with him. But the value part is that if you're showing that you can win numerous regular season games, you finally broke a 29-year curse, won a playoff game,
right?
You hung with Kansas City in the divisional round. You can get value to bring in certain pieces that can get you over that hump,
right?
If you just go ahead and make the trade, because you're showing that because I don't think that's Cleveland ceiling. And you make certain transactions by getting the value back, because there's teams that can use OBJ.
Oh, a lot of teams that use them.
You know what I'm saying? And if you go ahead and get the value for that, and you can flip that into something that's going to either put you over Kansas City or possibly put you in the Super Bowl, I make that trade in a heartbeat.
In a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at it like this. You got what's the degree of separation between OBJ and Landry?
It's really not that much.
It's not that big of a difference.
I
So
think I would put Landry above OBJ because Landry has shown to prove that he can stay healthy.
right. Well, yeah, okay. In that sense, okay, and that adds to why you should trade him.
Hey, the best ability is availability.
Right. But I guess my point is, so even if it's not like you losing, it's not like a team is dropping that far down by losing OBJ because you got Landry, you got Njoku, you got Hooper. You know what I'm saying? You got
Chubb,
Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt is another receiver. Because you can run an offense with Chubb or play with Chubb in the backfield and Hooper and Hunt on the wide out.
Well, here's the thing.
Who's gonna stop that?
And I hear you, but here's the thing. This is why you don't need a superstar wide receiver for that team. That's just not there. They're not pass oriented first.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't Kansas City. Kansas City is what they for a damn fact we gonna throw the damn
pass
ball
on 3rd and 1.
They'll pass on 1st and 10, 1st and 5, 1st and 9,
right.
2nd and 1.
Right.
Any opportunity for them to throw the pass, more than likely they will do it.
That's correct.
So this is not that same type of offense. And on Man Down, I went on the show and I can't remember what team Mel said that kind of is built to say Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore. This is why I get why you want to get. Unless you draft an elite wide receiver, it's no point as a free agent to be one of the best wide receivers to go there. Mm-hmm. That as a running team, you know what I'm saying? And to Mel's point, like unless that top tier talent is drafted by Baltimore, that's something different. But as a free agent, why would I go there? I'm not going to get. You'll get splash plays. Let's be honest, just because they're focused on trying to stop the run.
Here's my thing, and I understand that point, but I guess for me, if I was a top receiver going to Baltimore, it depends on what I'm looking for. You know what I mean by that? If I'm looking for the ball all the time, then maybe that's not the place for me.
It's a wide receiver every day. If you're trying to tell me every wide receiver ain't sitting there and like, man, I hope I get the ball every damn time. I want all the targets my way.
Let me say this. But if I'm looking to win a Super Bowl, then I might consider going to Baltimore because, the play action going to work all day long.
Yeah.
It established the run. At the very beginning, they established the run. Play action going to work all day long. Who they going to throw it to?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to look at it from that standpoint. Yeah, I may not be getting the ball right away, but once they start establishing that run throughout the game, the ball coming my way because I'm the star receiver.
That's fair.
So that's how I look at it too. You got to look at it from both sides. And if I'm a good receiver and I'm already going to a team like Baltimore who is on paper built to go to the Super Bowl, I'm just elevating them even higher to get to the Super Bowl.
Okay, so would you apply that same theory to OBJ in Cleveland though?
I think it's a different situation.
Okay.
Because if I'm an organization as Cleveland organization, I'm looking at my roster. I'm looking at what we done last year. I even look at the game we played with Kansas City. And I'm looking at OBJ, as long as he's been with us, how many times he's been injured. Then I'm looking at what we accomplished when he wasn't in the game. And you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at all those factors and I'm looking at what we need.
Okay.
So, shoot, we can need another decent cornerback. Maybe another big stud on the O-line.
Mm-hmm.
To keep make sure Baker's upright and to help keep pushing those holes open for Hunt and Chubb. If I if I trade OBJ to somebody that has one or more of those things, or one of those things and a draft pick, you know what I'm saying? We better off.
Okay, but
Because let me say this before I let you finish.
yeah.
Because look at it like this: they're a young team, so I'm still looking at putting something together for the future. You know,
What's
not
going
just
on,
to make
Ryan?
a run. What's up, Ryan? Not just to make a run for this year, but a run for the next couple years or beyond. But go ahead.
No, I was saying,
That's good, Ryan.
you're solely basing this off of just his injury,
Yes and no.
or his history of his injury.
Yes and no.
Okay.
No, part of it is injury. Part of it is looking at, and I'm gonna read Melvin comment in a minute. Part of it looking at his injury. Part of it looking at what we have and what we don't have. I'm looking at the totality of it. We have he said without OBJ, there's no X factor to the offense. The X factor help you beat equal good teams.
And Mel, and to Mel's credit, this is what I meant when I wanted to come back saying this is a catch-22.
Okay.
Because Melvin Wall, that comment is spot on, because I think that's the catch-22. That's the other side of the coin. If you lose an OBJ, say that he is actually healthy.
Okay.
And you see how close that game was with Kansas City last week in the playoffs. You know, say OBJ is healthy.
Okay.
He's a complete X factor and wild card when it comes to, especially if you're saying that you know they're running the ball well, that play action, the bootleg is working well. So I'm gonna get my receptions, I'm gonna get my targets. You know, it's not like OBJ isn't a threat to, you know, take it to the house at any time he touches the ball.
Correct.
So he does bring that to you. You get just one of those X factor plays, that's a win. And that's what I'm saying. That's the catch-22. And I'm glad Melvin.
Let me
said
ask you this, and Mel too. What cost Cleveland that game?
A bad interception, a muff punt, and a Chubb fumble.
So what OBJ different that I made?
I'm just saying it's a one possession game.
Right. I'm saying if OBJ would play that game, Chubb still would have fumbled. He still probably threw the interception.
And that's fair. He probably no. I mean, yeah.
So I mean, I understand the X factor thing, but like I go back to my point with Landry. It's not that far of a difference between OBJ and Landry. Is OBJ better than Landry? Yes, I'm not denying that. What I'm saying is the separation is not that great. If OBJ's a 10, Landry's 8.
That's
on a good day, maybe 8.5.
That's fair. That's fair. No, I don't feel for kickers. You got one job. You got one
game.
job. I don't feel sorry at all for a kicker when they fuck up in a football game, because you got one. Man,
you on the sideline
job
chilling.
You know what I'm saying?
Get up.
Yeah, look,
sit back down.
Look, if you can't master that one damn job, what the hell do I got your little sorry ass on my team for? Right. You got one job. It's not like I'm asking you to be a tackler. I'm not asking you to be a quarterback. I'm not asking you to cover a wide receiver. I'm not asking you to do none of that. I'm asking you to make sure you move your leg, put the boot to the football, and make sure you kick it.
Man, the punter's a side chick. You got one job. You know what I'm saying? One job. That's it. I ain't asking you to be with me for Thanksgiving, Christmas, none of that. When I come a knocking, you be ready. You got one job.
Somebody rocking,
you know what I'm saying? You the side chick.
In and out.
In and out. Skeet and skedaddle. You know how we get down. You know what I'm saying? You know how we get down.
I gotta get back home.
I got to go. What you doing?
Yeah. You gonna stay or stay?
Stay.
Fuck you talking about?
You know what I'm saying? No, use your baby rag to watch my dick in the seat. You go to the
Oh God. Yeah, let's get this back on tracks because this is
the Blues Clues towel.
the Blues Clues towel. Oh God. Oh, he's an Adore Explorer towel.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Adore Explorer got white stains on her on her neck.
I found your rag.
Right. Swipe this, swiper.
You stupid. I can't. Anyway, let's move on. No, yes. Let's get back to football. Los Angeles Rams traveling to Indianapolis, Indiana to face the Colts.
You said the Rams against the Colts?
Yes, sir.
I'm tempted to take the Rams, man, but I think the Colts want to come back from that loss last week. I'm going Rams.
You going Rams? Hey, so you just said all that just to fake it, fake the funk.
Going Rams, Stafford all the way.
Look,
that defense, I like Aaron Donald.
Of course, who doesn't like Aaron Donald? It's hard to go against a guy that literally is wrecking. Miguel, what's up? Hey, your Broncos got a good victory, man. Yes, sir. Your Broncos got a victory. But I think I'm going Rams for sure on that one. Like that only makes
Ryan and Miguel going Rams too.
Yeah, come on. That makes only that's the only thing that makes sense. Because Carson Wentz kind of he didn't have a turnover, but he a couple of times in that game against Seattle, he just looked off.
Right.
He looked off a little bit. So I don't know if it's enough time. Of course he had the injury, so he had to sit out for a minute. So maybe not enough chance to get that continuity going. But I think give it time and make sure that I don't know if he's 100% healthy with that foot yet.
He might not be.
I think he kind of rushed back. Because I think we talked.
To prove, man. He got something to prove. He wanted to hurry up and get back.
Yeah,
so he can prove that he can. He not accident prone. Miguel say.
He said back to reality after the first 3 games. No, come on, Miguel. Give your team more credit. I think the Broncos last week they end up showing that they were better than the Giants. But so and I think if the Giants were a couple of games under 500 last year, something like that.
They won 6 games, I think.
Or 6 or 7 games, something around there. But I think the Broncos are probably like, a mid-tier team. And so the defense is back. You got all pros throughout that whole damn defense. Von Miller's back. Chubb's on the other side. You got hell of a safety in Justin Simmons. You went ahead and got Patrick Surtain Jr. The second. He goes by the second and from Bama. So you're trying to build that defense. That defense is going to be fine.
Right.
You got some good names on offense. I think you got a couple of good weapons. Losing Jerry Jeudy does not help. I think he's out for a few weeks, something like that. But no, Denver's going to be okay. I think you'll be better than the Raiders, and I don't give a damn how that fluke game means. To me, that's an outlier. That fluke game don't mean nothing. Oh no, come on. He's trying to justify 12 wins, so he's always going to root for them for the next couple of probably for the majority of the season. He needs to justify that 12 win statement. Honestly, that's his game. Defense played really good. Bridgewater was solid. But it's going to be hard to play the division rivals this year. And yes, I do agree with that. The latter part of that. Justin Herbert, it looked good.
Good too.
Of course, Patrick Mahomes got AFC Player of the Week, so of course he played well.
Right.
And Derek Carr actually didn't look like a scrub. He took advantage of bad defense from Baltimore. So
I don't think Derek Carr is a bad quarterback. People give him.
No, they gave him hell, but they got it. Don't. I think what it is because Carr, his last name, and it's all what his brother did.
His brother did.
Yeah, and that's not fair to him because I'm as a Chiefs fan, I see Derek Carr twice a year. Right. Have we got the best of them? Yeah, but it's not like he's a scrub. Look, he can play.
That's
Yeah, I think
that's right, Ryan.
yeah, because the AFC West and the NFC West, both divisions went undefeated last week.
Right.
I don't know if both of those divisions will hold up. I mean, typically the NFC East does hold NFC West. I'm sorry, NFC West does hold up as a tough division. You know what I'm saying? You got Seattle, the Rams, 49ers in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
So they usually, but they end up beating the hell up out of each other. And then usually, AFC West is either one good team and then a decent team, and the other two teams have been trash. So, I mean, it's still early. Everybody got 16 more games to play. So, I mean, but who knows? Both divisions are off to a good start. Next up, I think this is a good matchup right here, big homie. You got Buffalo Bills traveling to the Miami Dolphins.
Scary matchup.
I think so too. Division game.
I'm gonna go Buffalo because I think I'm gonna try to avenge that loss to Pittsburgh. That was an ugly loss. I'm tempted to go Miami.
I'm going Miami, and here's why. Because I was thinking if Bill Belichick, I thought Bill Belichick was going to embarrass him last week.
Right.
And to my surprise, Tua hung in there. He did have that one bad interception. That was probably the only thing that I didn't care for. But other than that, Tua was actually solid last week. You know what I'm saying? And he went toe to toe with Mac. And Mac, and we'll talk about this later, next game up, matter of fact.
Mac Jones.
Buffalo, man, I know they need to win. I know they need it. But I think Miami got something to prove this year because they feel, I'm willing to bet they feel that they are able to hang with Buffalo in this division. And you at least got to get the home game. You got, if you want to split, you at least got to get the home game. So I'm gonna rock with the Dolphins on this. Yeah, you're right, Miguel. I don't think it's gonna be easy. I don't think it's gonna be easy on this one. Because and let's not front Brian Flores in that defense, man. I at some point, you see a quarterback so often, and you start, leaning on them tendencies,
right?
And Brian Flores ain't no scrub as a coach.
No, yeah.
And neither is that defense. Yeah, I gotta go Miami, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Miami.
Yeah, you sure you gonna stick with Buffalo?
Going Buff all the way, man.
All right. Next up, you got Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. Him and the New England Patriots are headed to the Big Apple to face the New York Jets. New York City.
I'm going Patriots.
No doubt.
I had to say Jets.
Just no doubt about it, huh?
Patriots all the way.
I'm going straight Patriot. Cool.
All the way.
Ain't no thought to it. I just think it's it's hard to think that the way that the offensive line had a hard time trying to protect Mr. Mormon. I forgot his name, Zach Wilson, last week against Carolina, and it's not like Carolina's a top tier defense. You know what I'm saying? But they got after him and they busted up, and I can't see Belichick not having one of the best coach ups of his life and don't destroy Zach Wilson in this game. I can't see it no other way. I think it's just a massacre. I think it's going to be an absolute massacre. And then that defense is going to beat up on Mac Jones. I'm sorry, on Zach Wilson, and Mac Jones and that offense is going to light it up.
Mac going to look like Tom Brady.
Oh yeah. Oh, bruh. because I'm telling you, Mac is he's going to dissect
Right.
that defense.
And then all you're gonna hear about is this the second coming?
Oh yeah.
All you gonna
I'm
hear.
telling you, after this massacre on Monday, that's going to be the talk of the damn
Moonroof
day.
Steve gonna be talking all
Not
day long.
Moonroof, not Moonroof. Why you call Stephen A. Moonroof?
His hairline like this.
If back here,
That back here.
if it ever just detached and started
You know what I'm
blitzing.
saying? Just be wobbling. His hairline started to center his head. He's get it filled in and the rest.
Oh, stop. Hey, so pretty much if I ever see his hairline come back, I'm like, yo, boy, you got some good plugs, dog.
Why your forehead so big?
No, I can't with you. You wild, dog. Anyway, let's move on. You got San Francisco going all the way from the West Coast to the Philadelphia, the city of love, to face the Eagles, feeling high off that win with Jalen Hurts.
Well, they better hold on to it because
not this one.
Not this one. I got San Fran.
Mm-hmm. I'm rocking San Fran too because here's my thing. San Francisco was just in Detroit. It's not like it's that far from Detroit to Philly.
Right.
So they've already done that traveling from all the way from the coast to all the way damn near on the, a couple of time zones over. San Francisco, look, even though they let off the gas and they start getting lazy and Detroit put up a fight. But when they wanted to do whatever the hell they wanted to do, they had no problem doing it. And I'm not saying, and here's my thing. I know people were up in arms, Philly, yeah, good win. When you play the Falcons and the way they look, I can't put too much stock in a victory over a team that look like they don't even belong in the NFL right now.
Playing the Washington Generals. He ain't playing no real team.
And look, I know they lose Raheem Mostert, but this is second year in a row, so they know how to move an offense without him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's not like Raheem Mostert is, and I know that San Francisco is a run first team,
right?
That Shanahan offense is run based, but it's also been running back by committee in San Francisco because they've always dealt with so many injuries. Right. So. I know it's a loss, but I don't think it makes or breaks that offense. And they're going to kill them.
They're going to slaughter them.
Jalen Hurts he's going to have to put up like monster numbers to win this game.
And since he's not going to do that, this will be an L.
Because that pass rush is back in San Francisco, man.
Oh, yeah.
They got out to golf, man.
Now, Jalen Hurts has the ability to run, unlike golf.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, I'm sure they're going to keep a spy waiting for him. And
you better.
You know what I'm saying? The linebackers are quick enough to get after him. He might get out the backfield, but he's not going to gain. I don't think he's going to gain a lot of yards. He gonna get big chunks.
This is my
and they're gonna put a hat on him, make him think about running again.
Yes, and that's my point. Is like I think this is the comeback to reality of the Philadelphia Eagles game right here. I got your little moral victory and an actual victory over a team that I don't know what the hell they doing. But come on, this is the comeback to reality game,
right?
You don't play the Atlanta Falcons 16 more times. I'm sorry, you just don't.
I meant to too bad I went on man down. I wanted to ask Zoe how you felt about Matt Ryan running in that game. Because you made the comment about Matt Ryan running, he actually ran. He didn't look as bad as he normally do, though.
I can't remember who said it on their show. They said that man is he got the speed of a cordless phone.
Was
or
that
something like that.
was that? I thought that was Zoe. That was Zoe.
I can't remember who it
Yeah.
was.
But anyway,
Jalen Hurts is going to make Philly a running game. Uh, he is not the best throwing the ball, but he can run and help open play actions. And that's a true statement, Miguel.
yeah, I agree. I agree, but I don't think he can do that against San Fran. That defense too good.
No, it's too good. I mean,
Yeah, it's too good.
honestly, when if Philly can't run the ball, they're in trouble.
Hmm.
If Miles Sanders can't get going, because that automatically takes your play action game away.
Right.
Nobody's falling for no play action. When we know you can't stop the run, you're not running it.
Hmm.
So if I think that's a key for Philly is if they get that going, they got to get that going. Miles Sanders has to get going in that game
Right.
for them to even be in the game and compete. Period. If not, if you're asking Jalen Hurts to throw the ball 45, 50 times, man, good luck.
Yeah, I think that San Fran defense is gonna force him to have to throw, and I don't think he's gonna be able to make as many throws all the time.
I'll
To,
put A in the box,
oh yeah, oh yeah,
make you
and like
throw.
force him to throw,
Yeah,
and
I
just see what he
feel
can
you
do.
on that.
Make him beat you with his arm.
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Next up, you got the luckiest team from last week, Las Vegas Raiders. Ironic, Vegas. That's all about luck winning there.
Right.
Las Vegas Raiders traveling to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm going Pittsburgh. I'm tempted to take the Raiders, but I'm going Pittsburgh.
Man, I as a
Is that
Chiefs fan,
Hinesfield?
yeah, it's at Heinz Field, home opener.
The
They're gonna be
defense not just
rocking,
cooking first season. I mean, the first week.
bro. That defense,
All Roethlisberger had to do is don't lose the game.
Nah, man, I'm a Chiefs fan. It's hard to me to sit here and make anything love or positive about the Raiders. I already said my positive piece when I said Derek Carr is actually a good quarterback. That's as far as it's gonna go.
Much to get.
But guess
I
what?
won't say that much about anybody in Ohio State.
But guess what? That Derek Carr, he about to be on his ass. That boy TJ Watt is gonna be after him
He said, "I'm about
all
to earn this
Sunday.
money."
He look, he already showed he earned it last week.
He said, "I'm
And,
about
and
to show you I work this money."
and he put a drumming on that damn yeah, Ryan, for real. I'm forever a Raider hater. No doubt. But like if he beat the hell out of that Buffalo offensive line and put a big dude like Josh Allen on the ground, it's not the same physical quarterback that you hitting.
Right.
And Derek Carr is going to go down a lot quicker than Josh Allen. So TJ Watt is back. Is back. Is about to get him. Another back to reality. Pittsburgh makes a statement in the division that D is a monster. Yeah. Pause.
Right. Big pause.
No, yeah. No, so I'm rocking with Pittsburgh on that.
Yeah, my
that
biggest concern
defense,
about
man.
Pittsburgh is their offense.
Yeah.
It's Ben Roethlisberger. He's the X factor. He can just not lose the game. Pittsburgh would be decent. That's the biggest thing.
You 100% right.
Don't force it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to throw. Don't force it.
Don't get outside yourself.
Right. Just allow your defense. Right. Just allow your defense to win the game. No deep balls. Pause.
Look, Ben's gonna take his shots. It's just if he's going to be able to. I mean, you got to give Las Vegas Raiders defense some credit last week.
Mm-hmm.
Max Crosby and Yannick Ngakoue had great pass rush in that whole game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look at Pittsburgh's defense. The same thing. Actually, both teams are kind of in the same boat. They're both got pretty much different O lines that they're still trying to make sure they got the chemistry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, to me, I think that's the X factor. Which O line is actually going to be able to stand up the best? And I got a feeling that Pittsburgh's O-line might stand up a lot longer and better than Vegas.
I agree.
When you got TJ
I was
Watt.
gonna say you got TJ Watt and it's a Heinz Field, so
And people sleep on this pickup, this free agent pickup. Pittsburgh, when they picked up Melvin Ingram.
oh yeah, Malcolm, I forgot about it. Yeah,
I know he's had some injuries, but man, he's a physical specimen that is hard to find in the NFL.
and
And
he fits that defense.
big time,
He
big
fits that
time,
defense.
big time. I'm telling you, if him and TJ Watt start getting the pressure that I know at the the play that they do at the elite level that they can play, man, Pittsburgh gonna be nasty, dog.
Oh yeah,
They're gonna be nasty. For real, no doubt. So I'm definitely rocking with Pittsburgh. Here's another interesting game right here down in the great state of North Carolina. You got the Carolina Panthers hosting Crab Legs famous Jameis and the New Orleans Saints. I know, right? Like that.
I'm going New Orleans.
Oh, you going New Orleans, man?
I just don't see Donald putting together another win.
Not against the Saints defense.
Not against the Saints. I mean, he got out to a slow start the first week.
He did.
And that was supposed to be a little easier for him.
Against the Jets team. Should have been.
Against the Jets. And you should have had that chip on your shoulder. That's for your time to shine. He ain't really shine. They won the game, but he ain't really shine. So now you're going up against a better defense, a better overall team.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Hey, I'm
I mean,
right
the Panthers got a good D, don't get me wrong. Pause. But I'm just saying, right, you know what I'm saying? I think if Jameson can keep up what he did the first week and to keep that consistently, Saints got a good team.
Jameis had 5 touchdowns. He didn't have crazy yards. Right. He only threw 20 times, but he did what he was supposed to do. He made the right reads, made the right throws. He didn't turn the ball over. So I don't know if that's the sign that it finally clicked with him. But look, Saints look good last week. I can't front. They might make me eat them words of saying that they might not make the playoffs this year. And they might.
I told you it's making a playoff. Remember I said it. Just saying.
Now you did, but hey, I said it. I'm gonna still ride it out. I'm gonna stick it out because, to me, this is Sam Darnold's game to prove that he's the guy in Carolina. Right. Because if you're playing a team like the Saints, when all you have to do is not turn the ball over, not get outside yourself and start being all loose with the football and being the turnover guy that you were in New York, and just played the game. You got some thoroughbreds on that offense that can do it for you. Don't forget you got Christian McCaffrey. Don't forget you got your boy Robbie Anderson. Don't forget you got DJ Moore. That's all I'm saying, Sam Darnold. Don't get outside yourself. But I'm still rocking with the Saints. But I think this is your prove it game that you the guy. Period. So if you can't, and this is a formidable defense. So you gotta show that you can guy. Miguel says make it or break it for both Darnold and Winston. Better game than expected. I think this is going to be a real good game. I think so. Because to your point, man, I don't think Carolina's defense is that bad. I think they're about middle of the road, and of course New Orleans defense is a little bit better. Just hopefully Carolina defense isn't on the field for a lot. If they're on the field for a good amount of time, if Carolina loses time of possession, it'll definitely sway that thing big time. So we'll see about that. Next up, let's go. Denver Broncos, of course, Miguel's team. They're going to be traveling all the way to Duval face them Jacksonville Jaguars. Them and Trevor Lawrence. How you see this rocking out, big homie?
Hello?
Yeah, you mute on your other
Oh,
phone. I was
my
trying
bad. I was like, testing 1 2 1 2 testing. No. I'm gonna say this. I am not going with the team that Urban Meyer coach.
You refuse to do it.
I refuse to do it. I'm going with Miguel's team, the Mexico City Broncos.
The Mexico City Broncos. I'm picking, of course, I'm picking Denver all over. I think that's across the board too. Look, Trevor Lawrence is about to face a damn good defense.
Right.
A damn good defense. If the way that Houston demolished them,
right,
and I'm not, and just comparing Houston to Denver, that to me it's not even one and the same. Denver, Teddy, and like to Miguel's point, Teddy Bridgewater did what he was supposed to do. He didn't turn the ball over. He was efficient. Let his playmakers make the plays. Then the defense did what they were supposed to do. Got opportunistic and got some turnovers at the right time.
Right.
If Houston can get 3 interceptions out of Trevor Lawrence, I know the Broncos can.
Right.
It's not like Vic Fangio is a scrub at coaching defense. He's just a scrub at coaching the whole team. That's something different. So look, Denver I think Denver goes in there and beats them down.
I agree.
I'm talking about beat down. I'm talking about probably like a 21-point victory on this one for real.
Dang, that much?
Bruh, Von Miller about to eat, dog. Von Miller he gonna end up wearing number 16 until by the time he done.
So he gonna beat them down so much and get a domestic violence charge.
I'm talking about the Duval Sheriff's County is gonna be looking for 58 in Broncos uniform after that game is done.
Right.
I'm telling you. As a matter of fact, here's my wild card mark prediction of week 2.
Here we go.
The Denver Broncos as a team, total team defense gets 8 sacks.
Jesus.
8 sacks.
8,
Book
bro?
it. Put it down. Write it down. Take 8 sacks. That Denver defense is about to get 8 sacks against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
That's a bold statement.
It ain't bold. That offensive line can't protect him.
Urban Meyer is going to USC after that. He gonna fake a heart attack and go to USC.
Bruh, I tell you this.
Miguel said 8 is low.
I tell you this. He said 8 is low. I'm telling you this. If Urban Meyer leaves the Jaguars to go get that job at USC, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna laugh.
He gonna be like,
he gonna hit
the Elizabeth coming to join you. He gonna fake the heart attack. And then about 4 months later, I think I'm gonna move to Southern California.
Ryan Frank. Hey, look, I don't want Bieniemy to go and leave the Chiefs, but at some point, if he doesn't get the be the coaching waiting for the Chiefs, let the man go get a coaching job.
Here's what I say. I don't want him to go to USC. I want him to get an NFL coaching job. I don't want to go to the college ranks and coach.
That's fair.
I think he deserves an NFL shot.
And that's true, but I mean, he said it on record before that you or somebody friends or
I mean, that's where he's
somebody.
from.
Yeah, he's from Southern Cal, and
Right.
I guess it was leaked out that it would be one of his dream jobs. So I don't know,
Right.
but then of course he came out today and said I'm focused on coaching for the Chiefs. But yeah, I'm with both you and Ryan. If he gets a job, it needs to be in the NFL.
Lamar came out and said he focused on Jacksonville. Watch what I tell you. Urban is he already got his dang on polo shirts in the suitcase as we speak.
Hey, I'm about to say some crazy shit.
He getting a monogram USC shirt.
What's that? Like I'm about to say some crazy shit, and well, not necessarily crazy, but you saw how Chris Collinsworth was just oozing at the game plan that Kellen Moore was mastering out last week. If Kellen Moore gets a job before Eric Bieniemy, do you know exactly how this league runs?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm with Miguel. I still don't understand why Eric Bieniemy isn't an NFL coach already. Who knows?
Don't get me wrong. I agree with you saying, Lamar. But I mean, I think Kellen Moore can possibly be a good head coach. I don't think he's ready now, though. No, I don't think he's ready compared to Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah, but you also see that the trend is get a offensive mind, a good one, and get him while he's young.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the trend now.
Mm-hmm.
Kellen who? Kellen who? So I mean that's just what teams are doing. Look at Matt LaFleur, look at Shanahan, McVay, Zach Taylor in Cincinnati, Kingsbury in Arizona.
Right.
Let's get an offensive mind and get them young.
So what I do like about Kellen Moore, and that's not that I'm saying that he should get a job before Bieniemy. I like the fact he got that Boise State experience because that offense that Boise State ran.
Yeah, it's a pro offense.
It's a pro offense. I mean, they was running up some stuff over there. So then he goes to Dallas. Not at Dallas, and coaching their offense. So I think those two things gives him a good foundation to be able to coach. But I think he still needs some more experience. Where you got Bieniemy who's running the Chiefs offense, where you see what the Chiefs are doing. And he has more experience under his belt. So I think he deserves a head coaching job. I hate to see him go to USC where he should be in the NFL coaching. But I understand if he leaves.
True. But I mean, here's the catch-22 on that. Do you not take the job because you think and you know for sure that you deserve to be coaching in the NFL and possibly miss up? Who knows if that's your only possibility as a coach? I doubt it, but you never know. If that's his only possibility to be a head coach, and what if he bombs it? Are they going to be able? The only way he'll get back in the NFL if he bombs at USC is being a coordinator.
Right.
So I hate how the game plays on that.
And then again, if he goes to USC and does well, that may open up NFL.
Oh, big time! Big time! Oh,
NFL coaching. I mean, calling them
opportunities. Yeah.
So it's one of those things, man. And no, we hate to state the obvious or say it is a blatant racism. Because one of the things that we had talked about too is that could it be because he's under Andy Reid's shadow?
Well,
and people think that he's not really calling the plays.
I think that's part of it, but also look at it.
Go ahead.
It just popped into my head as well. Just look what he has to work with on offense. Like that kind of it makes your job a lot easier when you got a quarterback like that, a fast guy in Tyreek, a zone buster in Travis Kelce who's going to eat up the whole middle. I
Right.
mean, it makes your job a lot easier to call certain plays. So maybe that's another knock on him as well. Like, are you going to be able to create the same kind of offense with probably lesser talent?
Right.
So
Right.
I think that's a knock that probably why he's not getting hired either. But
And is he? And I think we brought it up too. How does he interview? Is he interviewing well? That's another thing too. You know, it's a lot of little factors in there. I mean, I mean, you know, you want to say that you want to believe that's what it is, and it's not a racist thing. Put it that way. You want to say it's those cases. It's not that they're just blatantly saying, "No, because you black." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, no, look, I'm with you. I hope that's not the case at all, period. But, you know, you really can't prove it. You really can't, you know, have a trail of evidence to say it.
And
And, you
somebody
know,
leaked some emails somewhere.
oh, yeah, unless
That they
somebody,
always do. You know what I'm saying? We have leaked emails.
you know,
I'm like, who leaking them?
somebody start to snitching on
You know,
somebody,
somebody get
you
to
know.
snitching. You didn't piss somebody off. I ain't found. What's that girl? What's that Korean chick name? Wu. What's that? Veronica Wu, I think her name. She does sports commentating. You see it sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
She
I
has
think I
some
know
leak emails talking about she calling black folks lazy and shiftless and stuff like that. I like they be leaking emails left and right, don't they?
Boy, you see how Rachel Nichols got jammed up at
and she the jump off. she the jump off. You can't tell me Rachel Nichols not the jump off. She is the jump off, boy.
You say the NBA players knocking her
They
off.
be like, hey, Rachel at home. Come on outside, girl. Come on. Oh, what hotel we going to? Bitch, I ain't buy this van for nothing. Hotel. Better hop in the back. Get that blankets for. I got a blanket and a rag.
Yes.
Let's get it going. I got a game to get to. Let's go. Chop.
Yo, you wow.
Yeah, Molly is nice.
Yeah, Molly Curran Rose. Yeah, she's a beautiful lady. Boy, you wow. They knocking Rachel Nichols off. You can ring my bell.
He said he'd rather watch her.
Let's get back on track because
that's still sports.
Yeah. Minnesota Vikings and Kirk Cousins travel to the desert, Arizona Cardinals.
I'm going Arizona. The way they performed the first week and the way Minnesota performed the first week. And Kirk Cousins, I just, you know, I haven't liked him since Michigan State. So
I don't think you never will. You never gonna like Kirk Cousins. No,
just ain't.
You just won't do it. Let's just
you
be
honest.
That
green and white, I can't like him.
Let's go ahead and just dip it in the bud that you will never, ever like Kirk Cousins.
So, I think he married my mom. I still wouldn't like him. I said, you know I don't like you, right?
Can't stand your ass.
No, I can't stand you, right? I pass the salt.
Be cussing at him on Thanksgiving.
Right.
This is the year Vikings realized Kirk Cousins isn't a franchise QB. They got destroyed again. Yeah.
The year they realized they got finessed.
Hey, but they already signed him to an extension. That's the crazy thing. And that is the crazy.
Got to be on his knees praying, thanking God.
Because I think he got another 3-year deal, and I think he's only 1 year into it. So he
finessed the mess out of them.
I think they strapped to him for a good amount of guaranteed money still. So
did they not? Did the Minnesota didn't watch tape on him?
They look, he is what we thought they were.
Did you not see the film? He been through so many teams.
Hey, but he gets bailed out by Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson, man.
Oh yeah, I mean Minnesota.
Dalvin
Cook also. What am I gonna say? They pay
That's
him
what I'm
A+
saying.
money to
Oh yeah,
you're right, to be a B player. I agree.
yeah.
And you know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing with Kirk Cousins, though. I'll say this: he does have the ability to be another guy. I say his name all the time. I can't think. Trent Dilfer. You know,
When
you
they
build.
ship on a good team.
Just if you can build something around him, and he just reduce the turnovers. You know what I'm saying? He's not a great quarterback.
Mm-mm.
Never will be a great quarterback. He just needs to manage the game.
I hear you. And I would never ever disagree with any of those points because I I just never understood, like, because even I was watching that game, like I was saying earlier, man, there was some throws that he's literally throwing it a couple of yards behind Justin Jefferson,
I know, man.
and I'm like, where are you putting that football, man? Like sometimes I'm like, did you ever play? Like,
Right. What is he throwing to?
like and look, when Kirk
Listen,
Cousins is on,
mhm.
he's accurate.
Yeah, he is. I mean, I don't know if it's just like him as the receivers are not on in sync. I don't know what it is. I really don't, because like you'll see him throw some heck of a good. I'm trying not to say balls.
Football.
Yeah, footballs. You know what I'm saying? And then he'll turn around after that and either throw a insane pick or throw it behind the receiver. Like, what is he doing?
He's like Jekyll and Hyde sometimes, man.
Yeah. Or you see one game, you be like, Minnesota shoot that. They definitely like they ain't winning nothing.
They ain't winning
He
nothing.
did not. He just
Not
up
with
and
this guy.
down. No consistency, man.
Yeah, I'm going Arizona on this factor is because I know for a fact that Chandler Jones and JJ Watt is licking their chops right now.
Oh yeah.
They is licking their chops, and Arizona addressed their defense. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you go ahead and you make sure that you can give that team something that can be comparable to you. They're building that offense too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if they're going to put the same energy and effort on offense, we need the same on defense. And what you did last week to slow down a team who we thought was going to come out and be an offensive explosion in Tennessee last week, like Derrick Henry couldn't even get off last week.
I know.
So I gotta rock with Arizona on this one. It's gonna be I think this is a long day for the Vikings and Kirk Cousins.
I agree.
Long day. Atlanta Falcons at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't think we need to spend too much time on this one.
The team not named Atlanta.
But this is what I'm looking for in this game.
Okay.
I'm looking to see Tampa Bay's defense play a lot better in their passing defense than what they did against Dallas.
I agree.
If they play the same defense like they did against Dallas, Atlanta might be able to hang in the game. I still don't think they got enough to win it. Of course, you know who's on the other side of the field,
right?
And number 12. So, I'm looking for Tampa Bay's pass defense to get a lot better this week. And I got you on my fantasy team, so I definitely need you to do better. We know you can stop the run. We get that. And you look at Atlanta's offense, I'm not expecting them to be a running team anyway. And so it's definitely going to be Matt Ryan throwing the football probably 45 plus times.
Right.
So you're going to get your opportunities. Let's get some turnovers.
Get some turnovers, some picks, some sacks.
Mm-hmm.
Vita Vea better be knocking people down.
They only got to send 4. I think Shaq Barrett might get off on this game.
Right.
Definitely Shaq Barrett. Because if Philly's defense was all over his ass, I know for a fact this Tampa defense better be all in Matt.
You got 4
Ryan's
studs
face.
on the line, man.
Yes.
There's no way they shouldn't get a bunch of sacks and cause some pressure to force Matt Ryan to get rid of the ball he don't want to and throw picks.
Big time. I just don't see any different result, and I don't see any different way of this game going but that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So honestly, Tampa Bay just don't fall asleep at the wheel. Pretty
That's
much.
it.
That's it. All right. Dallas Cowboys travel all the way to the West Coast, take on the LA Chargers in that beautiful SoFi Stadium.
That's gonna be a good game. If Dallas they play like week 1, that's gonna be a good game.
I'm tempted. Nah, I'm gonna go Chargers. I'm gonna go Chargers on this one.
I'm going Dallas.
Hey, losing to Marcus Lawrence.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. And what's name may not play either.
Michael Gallup's not playing.
I only talking about him. God, I see his name. Everything. I can't think. The other defensive lineman. Oh, Randy Gregory.
He's not playing?
He may not play. I think he's in protocol.
Oh.
So he may not play. So
yeah,
I'm going Chargers.
He said,
I forgot about the two not playing.
He said, oh no, I'm going Chargers. Yeah, that's tough.
That's 2 of your best defensive players, bro.
Well, not only that, I still got a huge question mark on that defense. I know they got the turnovers against Tampa Bay, but if you look at some of those turnovers, I think it was just pretty much Tampa Bay shooting themselves in the foot. Like Fournette had it bounce right off his hands. They had a couple fumbles.
And that one pass he should have caught.
Yeah. I know Tom Brady gets the interception on his stat sheet, but if you can really look at it, I don't think those weren't his interceptions. Period.
Right.
But I'm with Miguel. Big showdown between Dak Prescott and Justin Herbert. I like Justin Herbert going against that Dallas defense more than I like Dak Prescott going against that Chargers defense.
I'm with you.
I just like the better matchup for Herbert to go against that defense, man. I mean, he's gonna light it up
all the way.
I think both of them actually gonna have a good game, though. Dak and Justin.
Yeah, but I think Chargers gonna pull it out.
Oh yeah, hey. Chargers defense is going to get more stops than Dallas. Period. There's no other way around it. I can't. I know everybody after last week. Dallas defense looked good. I'm like, they look that great. All they did was repeat what they was doing all of last year, getting in shootouts, and let's hope we win it.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, Micah Parsons looked good though.
Oh yeah.
He is going to change that defense for sure. Further down, and here's the thing about Dallas. If people look at Dallas' schedule, they got a real favorable schedule. Literally for like the next 12 games. But I think this is one that's going to get away from them. I think the Chargers are a lot better than what they are last year. They just are, man.
They are.
I think that's a scary team in the AFC to look out for real.
I like the way Herbert playing. Their defense even played better than I thought they was gonna play. So I'm looking at that. Then I can say with Dallas losing the possibly 2, because we don't know if he's gonna come out of protocol fast enough. Or possibly lose 2 of your best defensive player on a defense that's not really that great. That's, to me, that shows Herbert have put up big numbers.
Oh yeah. I think that's an easy 350-yard kind of game.
Oh yeah.
Easy. Maybe about like 3 TDs, like for real. Because
I don't know why. Sorry, you said something totally different. Go ahead.
Get your mind out the gutter.
I mean, because you said it so fast, it's like, why does she have 3? Anyway, go ahead.
Oh Lord, my mind just spaced out of exactly where the hell you was thinking, and I should not try to think like you because
Gonna mess
some
you up. Gonna mess you up.
some twisted shit just got in my head. Tennessee Titans traveling to Seattle to face the Seahawks.
This is a trick game, man.
I think it is too.
Because I think Tennessee wants to redeem himself from last week. Terrible outing.
I think
That Seattle defense not good, like not as good as it used to be. Has some holes in it. You can pass on that defense.
you can. If that's the case, this got to be the game that you need to see what you get with Julio and AJ Brown.
Right. I agree.
Like this needs to be the game because you when you got Jamal Adams back there, he's another linebacker. He's a safety linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's going to be in the box primarily majority of the game, especially if Derrick Henry's on the field.
Right.
Because you got to count for Derrick Henry. So this needs to be the game that Julio and AJ Brown have a crazy game, both of them. And this is where you see a possible glimpse of the true offense of the Titans.
Right. I'm
You
gonna
know
go Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Tennessee.
Oh.
He said Derrick Henry's back in the game, but the Titans, I don't think so. I think that this is a trap game, bro. I'm telling you.
I think this is a shootout.
And I think like people automatically want to put Tennessee with the W, but I'm not Tennessee. I mean Seattle with the W, especially after the outing Tennessee had, last week.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Tennessee bounce back, man. I think Henry gonna get off, and Tannehill gonna find a way to put together a few passes for the win. I'm going with Tannehill for the win. Thanks, Bob.
Man, this is really tough to really pick this game because I can really see a game where AJ Brown and Julio get off and then Henry shuts the door in the fourth quarter because
Right.
at that point, there's no 8 in the box. It's a lighter box because they're still worried about Julio and AJ. But I could also see Russ Wilson cooking on that Tennessee defense.
Yeah.
That's why this is a hard one for me to choose. Because I mean, historically, Russell Wilson in the first 4 to 6 weeks, he cooks,
Mm-hmm.
and then he cools off in the second half of the season. And damn it, that defense for Tennessee, and I get it. Kyler Murray's a faster version of Russell Wilson, but they pretty much got the same game. I'm going Seattle, man. I don't trust that defense, man.
I understand. Trust me, I understand.
And Mike Vrabel, who's been a defensive player, been a coach that's been coaching defense, and I need your defense to be better, bro, than this shit.
Shoot, he need his defense to be better.
He hoping and praying, like, come on, get better.
Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. Just not this week. Russell Wilson about to cook. He's about to cook. He gonna be a Chef Curry with the pop, boy. He gonna be in there. James Harden style. I'm telling you, he gonna be cooking. He gonna be like Raekwon, bro, the chef. He gonna be in there whipping it up, bro.
Raekwon the chef.
Yeah. So next game, we got a Sunday night game.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City Chiefs traveling to Baltimore to see the Ravens.
I mean, Every year you think Baltimore gonna do it, they end up finding a way to lose that game with Kansas. I'm going Kansas City.
Yeah. We talked about it last year, and I can never get my head past this. So I'm going Kansas City too, but I can never
Oh, you
get
ain't have to say
past. I know, but I needed to be said to have it put on tape. That's all. Here's my thing. When you got Lamar Jackson, and we might revisit this conversation similar to what we did when we talked about it. You go on tape or record it and get quoted to saying Kansas City Chiefs are my kryptonite.
Mm. Yeah, you never do that. You don't never admit that to nobody.
You never admit that at all.
Tall.
Like, football is still a mental game.
Right.
And when it sounds like you've mentally defeated.
Yeah. I
That's
agree.
I don't see how you just gonna turn it on and think all of a sudden, nah, I'm gonna win. Or I not only are the Ravens beat up, I mean, just if that Ravens played the same defense like they did against the Raiders,
Mm-hmm.
and Derek Carr was able to put up the numbers that he did against the Ravens, and then you going against a Kansas City offense that has a revamped O-line who only gave up one sack against Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney last week.
Right.
Only one. And they got that late in the game too. You can't tell me Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill ain't about to get off on this. Darren Waller had free reign against that Baltimore defense.
Right.
I'm with Miguel. Chiefs are going to roll, and that's not me being a homer. Is Marlon?
Sounds like it.
No, I'm just saying Marlon Humphrey can't cover everybody.
No, he can't.
He can't cover everybody. If you're asking him to, take your poison, and you want Travis Kelce. I mean, you're undersized trying to cover him. Well, you want to cover Tyreek Hill. You're not fast enough to cover him. You two top corners not playing properly.
Where's Sammy Watkins at?
He's on Baltimore. Sammy Watkins on Baltimore. He actually had a good game last week against the Raiders.
That hammy kick game.
Hey, in Chiefs Nation, we call him Hammy Watkins because that boy Hammy gonna start pulling.
They'll be like, Sammy getting off the next game. He's out for the season because of his hamstring.
Kansas City's they're gonna roll. I get Lamar Jackson wants to shed that little quote, and hopefully that is not a permanent state of mind, but that you can't say a comment like that and right now he's 0 for 3.
Right.
So I mean,
I think Chiefs gonna win this one easily.
It just don't look like a good one for you, boy.
Good, especially when they played last week.
I can't believe you give that game away. You up 14. You pretty much got control. And let's be honest, Lamar Jackson was fantastic, but 2 fumbles, man.
Can't you got to secure the ball. It's part of the game. You got to secure the ball.
Did you see the way he was holding the rock when he got fumbled, when he got hit?
Mm-hmm.
He put the ball away, man. Like, when I see stuff like that, I see laziness. I'm sorry.
Those are style points. Points.
Like that really looks, because that one sack when he got hit in the pocket, he was surrounded, and he had the ball so loose. I can't. That looks lazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, that goes to I always say he needs to just learn how to be comfortable in the pocket. What I mean by that is like, okay, you have the ability to run. That's a given, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the pocket starts to collapse, first of all, A, running can't be your first instinct.
Mm-hmm.
And B, you have to have the presence of mind and okay, let me step up, let me move to the side, and make sure I hold on to the ball. Prime example, the Tampa Bay game. I can't remember who it was. They came across and they chopped Brady's arm and he held on to the ball and threw a pass.
Oh yeah. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and it's not to say that we don't have quarterbacks that get chopped and lose the ball, but you have to have a presence of mind. Okay, pressure's coming. Keep my eyes downfield. Step up. Step to the side. And then if I don't see anything when I do that, then take off and run. You know what I'm saying? That's how he has to think.
Yeah, the Ravens can't depend on Lamar Jackson pulling magic tricks all the game. If they don't establish the running game early, it's going to be a nightmare for Baltimore. Yeah, you hit it right on the head, Miguel. And here's what Baltimore has to do. I know they've already lost 3 running backs, but let's be honest, that run game starts with Lamar Jackson. Because you just got to account for it, period.
Right.
And it's not like I know J.K. Dobbins last year got majority of the touches from the running back position, but Gus Edwards still got some. Justice Hill got the lesser of the carries, but it was pretty much a running back committee led by Lamar Jackson. It pretty much they spread it carries amongst four dudes.
Right.
So all you do is change the names. So what they got Le'Veon Bell in there, Devontae Freeman. Who was the other guy they signed? I can't remember. Was it Latavius Murray?
Yep, that's what it was.
Yeah. So I know you
They
got
signed everybody.
yeah, but they're older
Garrett
too.
Sayers,
I don't know
Walter
how to.
Payton.
I don't know how to. I don't know how to get neither one of them. They happen.
They trying to sign everybody. Is Barry coming out of retirement?
Unfortunately, they're 6 feet, so I don't.
Right.
I don't. Yeah, that'd be
Y'all
kind of
help they can
weird.
get.
That'd be
Y'all
weird
help
if they
they
can't. No,
Y'all
this ain't no Walking Dead. Please don't.
Doing thriller style.
Like, is this Thriller? I'm like, I can't even see the Ravens Chiefs.
Right.
What is this? What is this?
Right.
Oh shit! But I mean, at this point, it starts with Lamar Jackson on that run. And this was to my point earlier when we was talking about the Odell situation, and this is why you don't need a star receiver on a squad like this, and this is what they were saying on the Man Down show, Mel Wall and them. You don't need it. I mean, look at how their offense is ran, and pretty much if they do throw and it's going to be off of play action, that's when you can just need a receiver, just make sure he don't drop, because he'll be open, because they got to be honest against that run.
Right.
Just don't drop it. And then of course, Mark Andrews is a good tight end, but he's going to see at least 50% of the targets of receiving targets easily.
Oh yeah.
So why would I, as a free agent, ever go play for Baltimore? And to your point, I get what you're saying. It gives you an opportunity to get further in the playoffs and possibly a championship, because it's not like Baltimore is far away from being a championship team. They're not far. Right. So if you're in that aspect, yeah, you got a good possibility of getting a championship. But if you want your stats, Matter of fact, if I was a free agent, please don't make my incentives stat based because I ain't gonna get my stats.
Right.
Give me my money, but we'll structure it some other way. Like if I play, why don't we structure it off my availability? You know what I'm saying? Don't base it off my stats because I ain't gonna get my incentives on them contracts, man. It just won't. You just won't get it. It's a run. It's a run first offense. It just really is. Yeah, I mean, those teams that are like that, them, Cleveland, and to a certain extent, the Rams run first offense,
Right.
and everything else comes off the play action and bootleg.
Mhm.
I just wouldn't go because it's not like Lamar's about to throw for 4,500 yards.
Nah, he might run for that. He ain't throwing.
If he run for 4,500 yards, man, throw that whole team away. I'm telling you. Especially as a defensive coordinator, you'd be like, "Yo, bro, he's running it.
Right.
What are you doing?" Here's we're gonna do the last pick, but I want to touch back on this because I think there's something that's really been bothering me about Lamar Jackson, and we'll get back to that in just a second. Detroit Lions, put up a valiant effort against San Francisco, traveling to the Packers Monday Night Football. Yeah, I got the big stage, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Big stage to get your ass whooped on.
I'm going Detroit.
You serious?
Yeah, I'm going Detroit.
Oh, and you're not doing that to try to close a gap in the standings and that.
Going Detroit, they're gonna shock the world.
Oh,
like Ali, I'll shock the world.
Oh, you really think that's gonna happen, huh?
Yeah, mark my words.
Oh, I gotta hear the explanation on this.
Look, man, Jared Goff ain't hit on nothing. But I'm waiting. I'm depending on Swift to get off against that defense, and then once they establish the running game, they open up the passing lanes. Hopefully, that defense decide to be the defense they can be, especially that defensive line. I think they can pull it out. I think that San Francisco game gave them a moral victory.
Oh yeah, that was huge moral.
And I think that let them say, okay, hey man, we can do something. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, they usually play Green Bay pretty well.
They do.
And I think Aaron Rodgers won't out, so he probably gonna sabotage it anyway.
Man. Bro, they was killing that man on memes this week, dog.
Right.
They was like, bro, he over there trying to throw the game, dog. Right. He trying to throw the game. Look at him. Look, I get what you're saying. Detroit always plays Green Bay well. I just got a feeling, just a little inclination that damn Aaron Rodgers, yeah, he didn't play well last week. He'll probably take on majority of the blame why they lost to New Orleans last week. As he should. He didn't play good at all. He was terrible. He had the second lowest QBR rate. But for him to lose 2 in a row, I don't see that happening. And also, not on Monday night, not on the grand stage of Monday Night Football, where Aaron Rodgers at home play like that again. I just don't see it.
You don't see it?
Oh, I think he's gonna play pissed. I think he's gonna play pissed off. What? Robert Kelly on that team? Oh damn! Where he get out? I didn't know he played ball.
He does.
I just thought he liked to play in the dirt.
In a sandbox.
So, look, man. Look, Aaron Rodgers gonna go in there and kill him. But hey, hypothetically, we don't like to do hypotheticals, but I'm gonna go with Green Bay on this. So, what happens if he really goes out there and bomb? You know what I'm saying? What if he goes out there and just have another second game in a row that he just bombs, just doodle?
I might start to believe some of the talk
that he's throwing it.
Either he's throwing it, he just is like,
don't care.
It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess in a sense that'd be like he throwing it, but I just can't see him literally like just saying, I'm just gonna throw the ball to the opposite team. Not that, but he might just be like, "What? I'm going through the motions. It's my last year here. I'm trying to get up out of here." So if he bombs, I might start to believe that.
Start believing some of the chatter.
Yeah.
Not
if he loses. I think if he loses, I won't say that. But I think if he bombs, I might be like, okay, bro, what's going on here? 2 games in a row. I can't that I can remember ever seeing Aaron Rodgers have back-to-back bad games.
Oh no.
That I can remember. Now, some I might be forgetting, maybe.
Come on, man.
I can't remember.
Man, I got a better chance of winning a lottery before seeing 2 bad games back to back with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder got a better chance of making a 50-yard field goal. Blindfolded.
Stevie Wonder got a better chance of passing a driving test before you see him. Seeing 2 bad games back to back from Aaron Rodgers. It's just, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Lord have mercy on this. So Detroit is about to be in for a long afternoon, long Monday night.
Right.
I just don't see him stooping to that level, or him being that petty to just be like, whatever.
It's what it is.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm out of this bitch.
All right. I'm going to Jeopardy.
Here's my thing. If Aaron Rodgers, another hypothetical. Here we go.
That's 2 in a row, right? You good?
I'm just saying. Oh, come on. I have my little magic potion, so I'm good. I'm in my creative juice right now.
All right, go ahead.
If Aaron Rodgers, as a general manager, or whatever, you seeing that Aaron Rodgers clearly don't give a damn.
What you do though?
That's my question. Do you wait? Do you wait till the end of the season
and put in Jordan Love? You're gonna lose anyway. So why not just keep him in there? Anywhere I go, you losing.
But here's my true question. You see he don't give a damn. Do you wait till the end of the season, or do you just go ahead before the trade deadline and go ahead and...
Me being the petty person I am, I'll be waiting at the end of the season. Oh, if I'm gonna be miserable, you gonna be miserable.
We gonna be miserable together. MLK. Miserable loves company.
You know what I'm saying? Talk about something. I don't like it here. I don't like you here either, but you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be here till the end of this year.
Oh, you just gonna leave?
All right.
Greener pastures? Hell no, shit.
Not this year.
You obligated to us. Your name on the contract. Sit your head down.
This is your signature, right? Okay.
But I'm saying, I mean,
all right. Put it this way: are you gonna get less people asking about him if you wait till next year?
No, what I'm saying, if he goes out as, because that's pretty much a 1-year deal on that restructured shit that they had before training camp.
Right.
I'm only throwing that out there is because imagine the value you can get for Aaron Rodgers.
I know. I'm saying,
instead of losing him next year for absolutely nothing.
what can you get that's gonna improve your team this year? And once you get rid of Aaron Rodgers,
For Aaron Rodgers, I better be able to get something some good compensation back for Aaron Rodgers.
you don't get a quarterback.
It depends on what team you're talking about.
You're not gonna get a quarterback. A quarterback is good enough to put you in a position to win something. That team ain't giving up. I mean, you can say, okay, we can say, let's take the Rams. You say Aaron Rodgers is better than Matthew Stafford, right? We just throwing it out there. You know, not for argument. We ain't got to pull up stats. Just say you say Aaron Rodgers better than Matthew Stafford, right? So, but still, why would I already got a chemistry here with Stafford. Why would I do a trade for a couple of players to get Aaron Rodgers, and then he might come in and that chemistry ain't there. As great as he is, don't mean that they gonna have that same chemistry. We got a chemistry. We cooking. We got a chemistry.
So you're saying like, and that'll be bad for chemistry wise in the middle of the season for a team.
Right, middle of the season to trade for Aaron Rodgers. I'm just saying. And plus, I'm petty, so we're gonna ride this year out.
What if? So, what are the teams rumored that been pursuing Aaron Rodgers? Well, we hear Denver, we hear Saints.
Right.
So you send them to Denver. I mean, as the Packers, I would definitely ask for either. I would probably ask for Drew Lock because he's younger, and some picks.
I asked for Teddy Bridgewater some picks.
But Teddy Bridge is he's on a one-year deal. He's always been the bridge quarterback. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm with you because I think you're trying to say that Bridgewater is a better option than Drew Lock.
I mean, I'm also start Jordan Love. I'm gonna get Drew Lock. That's not that big of a difference. I mean, I think Drew Lock will probably be a little better than Love, but still, neither one of them is gonna light the place up. At least with Bridgewater, you get some kind of level of security. Consistency.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
If you're taking that avenue, I see where you're going because you already know that Teddy, for more times than not, is going to take care of the football.
Right. And he's like you said, he'll bridge quarterback to get someone better. Either by draft or maybe next year.
You finally cut the bait on Jordan Love or not?
Jordan Love, cut the salary. Okay, we ain't paying you no more because you are bench robbing us. You know what I'm saying? And dang, I'll let somebody sit here and rob me in broad daylight. So we're gonna get rid of you. Either by cut, or somebody want to trade for him, whatever. I doubt it, but I'll put some fillers out there. You're always gonna try to get something for him if you can. Put some fillers out there, somebody looking for a backup or whatever. You don't get nothing, there's like cut you.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look for somebody in the draft. They can sit under Teddy for a year and keep it moving. Your next Aaron Rodgers.
I have a weird feeling this situation is going to get real toxic.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, you already just seen the toxic nature of that whole scenario since the NFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see a team dealing with the same toxic atmosphere for literally almost a year. I just can't. That's why I propose that question. Is like, how long do you how many times do you
people married for 50 years in a toxic relationship?
Yeah, but were they actually happy though?
Ain't got nothing to do with it.
Happy? What you mean happiness ain't got nothing to do with the relationship?
I'm saying I can be unhappy for a year just to be petty. All right, right. That's what you want to do? Okay, bet. You know what I'm saying?
So you cool with just being petty, man?
Yeah, man. I mean, at least I'm honest about it.
And you still get paid pretty damn nice to be petty.
I'm getting paid. Being petty.
Get paid pretty damn nice to be petty.
Are you passing by his locker? Wish you could leave, don't you?
Hey,
You still
is
here.
it is it fair to say that this is a win-win situation for Aaron Rodgers in this whole scenario?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's why I wouldn't let him go. Say, okay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I may not be in control what you can do next year, but I'm in control what you can do this year. And I'm just gonna keep on hanging on to him.
Because I'm looking at it this way, even if Aaron Rodgers has a shitty ass damn season, and I doubt it, but he's still Aaron Rodgers. He's still going to get
somebody's going to
come
pay
on.
for
He's still going to get get the calls next year. He's still going to get the opportunities to compete for a starting job. Well, be giving it to him. I mean, it's not a lot of quarterbacks that you can say right now that you would take over Aaron Rodgers, and
right.
A one for sure in Kansas City, maybe one in Tampa Bay, depending on how many years he got left. But there's not too many other quarterbacks breathing on this planet Earth that you're gonna say, yeah, I'll take him over Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
So I think if you got the opportunity to get Aaron Rodgers for sure next year,
what you gotta do?
Hell yeah. Why the hell not? I swear, I think he's going to end up in New Orleans next year. Something tells me he is.
Well, if Jameson have a good year, but you still go get Aaron Rodgers.
Jameis needs to play. Jameis needs to literally, in my opinion, will probably be given the keys to this franchise if he doesn't be a turnover machine this year. Say he gives you like 28 touchdowns, maybe like 7 picks. I think he'll still get the job. And then maybe you don't go pursue Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
But if he's 30 for 30,
I don't think I don't say ever, but I don't think he's gonna do that this year.
I ain't gonna say never.
I ain't
gonna say never. Because we see he has the ability to do it, to go 30-30. So I ain't gonna say there's a possibility that he won't do it. But I just need to see that same efficiency that he had last week and be consistent with it. If that's the case, then yeah, you don't pursue Aaron Rodgers. You go ahead and let him go about his business. But I think Sean Payton and Aaron Rodgers as a coach quarterback combination would be something nice to see.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
I think, and that's why I think that I think he'll end up in New Orleans. Because I swear when they had their handshake after the game, he looked like he said, "Hey man,
get me out of here, bro.
Get me out of here, bro. Come get me." Right. Like he whispered in his ear, said, "Come get me, dog. Please come get me." Yeah, yeah. But imagine that you get to see Brady versus Rodgers twice a year.
I like it.
Possibly a third in the playoffs with something definitely significant on the line. If he goes to New Orleans next year, because I think Tom, I know Tom had a 2-year contract with Tampa Bay, and I know I'm kind of like all over the place. I don't care.
You got 6 minutes.
Tom, does he? He don't look like he's slowing down, man.
He don't right now.
He went toe to toe with Dak, man. A guy probably half his age, and they were going blow for blow. They were chucking the rock on that Thursday night game last week. They was chucking that thing all over the field.
They were.
And so Brady looks like he's not slowing down, not in there, not a bit.
Not in there, not a bit.
No, not in there, not a bit. Just for Phil's sake, I want to go back to that the thing about Lamar Jackson that's been irritating me, and And maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I am. I don't care. You just see how the media portrays him. Oh, can't throw the ball, can't do this, can't do that. And then you look at him in his MVP season, led the league in passing touchdowns. His quarterback completion percentage keeps improving. And if his name was Josh Allen, I think he would be getting the same praise. But he's Lamar Jackson, and it bothers me how that shit is tagged to him, that he's not able to be a quarterback. It
Well,
drives me crazy.
most running quarterbacks go get that tag anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so once they see that you're a running quarterback first thing I go to is that narrative. Well, they're not a pocket passer. They can't throw the ball. And they don't say that about Josh Allen. Can Lamar improve on his passing? Yes. But if you look at it statistic-wise, he's not really that bad of a passer.
No.
You know what I'm saying? If you look at it from a statistic point analysis, it's not that bad of a passer. It's just that we as in general fans, they see that running and we automatically go to that narrative and he can't throw the ball, because that's what's always been put out there. Running quarterback can't pass the ball.
Yeah, I hate that damn narrative, man. I absolutely hate it. Because if you really look at even just this past Monday night against the Raiders, I know that the Raiders was getting after him all week last on Monday night, but it is not like they got 3 sacks. I get it. They had good pressure, but he didn't have a bad interception. He didn't have no. He's not throwing picks. Take away the 2 fumbles. I get that. That's just bad ball security. All right, let's chalk that up.
Right.
And normally that's not Lamar Jackson doing that. Having 2 fumbles in the game. That's not a normal thing. But I think what I'm getting at is that, I was looking at that game. There were times that he actually kind of stood in the pocket when normally he would have taken off running.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a little bit more of a better pocket presence. Other than that fumble when he got sacked, he was surrounded on that one. It is what it is on that one. He just needs to put the ball away. But he was finding open spots in the pocket on Monday. I wish I had a film tape of the times that I saw it. I'm like, oh, normally he'd have been off. He'd been halfway down the field already.
Right.
He's skating. Just But I just hate that narrative when they apply it to certain athletes, that this person can't do this, can't do that. But when you put it through stats and you put it through films, I'm like, that's the same quarterback.
Same quarterback.
Different names. Look different. But one gets a narrative and one doesn't. But what the hell do I know? I'm just a motherfucker that cooks.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know nothing. And I just podcast. But anyway, that's our show, episode 87. I'm off my soapbox. I'm over here. I'm on my magic potion. I'm on my magic potion. So my creative mind is flowing. But anyway, everybody, y'all going over to the website again, www.iof19.com. Check out where you can cop some merch, the I.O.W.SPORTS merch, I Off the One podcast merch, some J. Edwin collection for your fashion needs. And then, of course, if you want to feel real charitable, drop some coins in the Patreon on the page and the IOW Network Patreon. And most importantly, go get the IOW Network app available in everybody's app store. So, Miguel, we appreciate you. Ryan, everybody else that came in.
The Mexican Robin Williams.
Yeah. That came in and showed us some love and support. We appreciate it.
Kofi
Kofi.
Melvin.
Yeah. We will be back Monday, episode 87. God willing. The boy Lamar signing off. Detroit Mail signing off.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, great. Yeah, catch your spiders. This is the Untitled Chapter, and we out in this piece with my motherfucking man, Guru. Yo, I'm sick of walking.